Is chronic diarrhea a silent cry from your body for help? Hey gut feeler, in this video we're going to talk about the hidden underlying causes of loose, watery stools that your doctor might have missed, and I give you 2 things to start with to reclaim your gut health. Don't ignore those crucial signs from your body like diarrhea, because your body is trying to tell you something. Now, just so we are on the same page, chronic diarrhea is categorized as loose, watery stools that happen 3 times or more per day for more than 4 weeks, so 1 month. I want to make one thing clear here. We are not talking about the underlying conditions, right? The label that your doctor gave you, like IBS, IBD, Crohn's disease, celiac. Those are labels. They don't really address the root cause. Like IBS, basically root cause unknown. Well, great help, right? No. What I offer you in this video are the 3 root causes that I see the most often that are not the conditions. They are what's really going on in your body, so you can address that. And I see with my one-on-one clients, and from my medical background, putting those all together, this is what you get here. Root cause number 3, not often talked about, is an inflamed pancreas. An inflamed pancreas leads to an insufficient, not enough digestive enzymes. This is one of the functions that the pancreas has, apart from producing insulin, for example. Without having enough pancreatic enzymes, your absorption from nutrients is impaired, and also your digestion, your ability to break down especially fats into smaller particles, which leads to malabsorption, and the body tries to push it out. So what you see in the toilet, what comes out is greasy, foul-smelling, fatty, loose stools. This can be a sign that your pancreas is inflamed and that there's something going on. Often the underlying cause of that is toxins. Toxins and viruses like Epstein-Barr. Root cause number 2 for chronic diarrhea, loose stools, is your liver. Your liver, your beautiful big organ, who has so much work to do every day. Liver might be sick, sluggish, overburdened, even scarred. The liver, just like the pancreas, also has an impact, massive impact on your digestion. One thing that I see often with clients is when they start detoxing. This is important. You might have experienced this already. You go on a detox cleanse, you take the celery juice, and then what do you see in the toilet? Loose stools all over again. When the liver releases large amounts of, for example, the byproducts of Epstein-Barr, which are toxic, or other sludge that comes from the intestines, toxic heavy metals, for example, pesticides. When this goes through your intestines, through your small and your large intestine, it becomes inflamed. Right? So detoxing is never a process like, oh yeah, well, have a cup of tea and all happy. No, detoxing for the body is a strong work. And the body tries to get rid of this toxic sludge as fast as possible. This is why you have diarrhea. And most common cause number 1, before we come to what you can actually do, 2 things to focus on to improving your chronic diarrhea, are pathogenic bacteria. Pathogenic bacteria anywhere in your small intestine, in your large intestine, in your stomach, may it be staph, C. diff, H. pylori, resistant strains of strep. The body is smart, so what it tries to do, because those bacteria can be in pockets inside your gut, so it creates intestinal pressure, and with as much water as possible, it tries to flush it out. There is an intelligence behind your diarrhea. So now the question becomes, yeah, okay, great. But if this goes on for a long time, it's very taxing on the body. Diarrhea, especially chronic diarrhea, can dehydrate you, have low energy, constant inflammation, bloating. Not even talking about the foully smelly gas that might come out of your bathroom. What you can do now, here are 2 things. Number 1 of the essential ones is diet. Starting point. Think about it. You want to make it as easy for the body as possible. So fat, for example, is very hard to digest. If you have an inflamed pancreas and your liver is inflamed, you do not have the capacity, the bile, the enzymes, digestive enzymes that you need to break down those foods. So instead of creating more malabsorption and fouling of those foods inside your gut, you want to go low fat, especially taking out the animal products for a while, even the nuts and seeds and the avocado. And then there are 3 things you got to avoid if you want to get rid of chronic diarrhea: dairy, eggs, and gluten. And I know those are a lot, right? They're the cheapest foods to buy. They are in everything if you just go out to a conventional restaurant. I know this is not easy, but I really want to help you here. And why this is so important? Because those pathogens that I mentioned, viruses like Epstein-Barr, H. pylori, Streptococcus, they all feed, they also need food, right? They hate celery juice, they hate lemon water, they hate ginger. but they love dairy and eggs and gluten and the bread and the pasta. So basically you feed them constantly if you eat those foods, which makes it almost impossible to heal from chronic diarrhea. And to make this sound even harder for you now with the diet, also things like caffeine, alcohol, all the pleasure foods, artificial sweeteners that are in lots of chocolate and cookies, fried foods, they also got to go if you want to tackle chronic diarrhea and long-term see healing results in a natural way. Now, if you're like, what now? Great, you basically took all what I eat every day from my plate, so I'm just gonna fast. No, you don't have to fast. I can help you with that. I created a 1-week gut healing challenge that I link up here and also down in the description below, where I laid out meal plan, shopping list, everything for you prepared, including protocols from each healing food, what it does for you, why you can eat as much as you want of this particular food, because it strengthens your body, it strengthens your liver, your intestines, doesn't feed pathogens like Streptococcus or H. pylori. So with this, there is no excuse to not overcome and literally heal your chronic diarrhea. The second thing I want to give you on your way to heal faster is reducing stress. Stress is the most number one thing that makes everything worse, that makes your healing slower, that robs your energy. Your adrenals firing constantly, pushing adrenaline in your body because your fight and flight mode is active. You might not be able to change from totally stressed to baby relaxed and falling asleep in public transport, but take baby steps, right? Every day ask yourself, how can I relax more today? What can I do? Maybe it's watching a video on gut feelings. Maybe it's watching a meditation. Maybe it's 5 minutes going out there with your dog in nature and leaving your phone at home. Take it one step at a time. Reducing stress is essential for healing chronic diarrhea as well. Now check out the 1-week gut healing challenge and I see you in the next video over here.